Okay, so with the previous example, you can understand what is group rebate, what is material rebate, and what is customer rebate, and hierarchy rebate and hierarchy rebate and material, and sales independent rebate. So in our practical session, we'll try to cover group rebate and material rebate and customer rebate. Okay, so only key combinations are different. And next one is sales independent rebate. We'll try to understand what exactly it is. So hierarchy rebate and hierarchy rebate material also like a certain based on hierarchy code, it will be applicable. But in my practical session, I'm going to cover first three and last one. I think these are the sufficient. With one rebate, you can understand how remaining it works. Let's go to the next section immediately. So how you are going to set up rebate process in SAP? First thing is that you have to do the configuration at background level, and next setting up rebate agreements. Okay, and third one, managing rebate agreements and payments. So configuration rebates we're going to see now, and later we're going to set up the agreement based on the configuration which we have done. How we are going to link those configuration to our rebate agreement, that we're going to see. And next we have to create a rebate agreement in standard system, and after that you will continue with your sales flow like order, delivery, and billing. When you would like to pay, then you have to manage your agreements, like how much you are going to pay, at what time you are going to pay. That you consider it as managing rebate agreements and payments. But each and every section has its individuality and importance. See, in pricing, rebate is also one of the separate dynamic function. It follows the condition technique. So let's try to understand how we can configure the rebates on SAP system. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So the payer partner needs to have rebate field checked in customer master. That means rebates is applicable for the payer. Payer means like the person who actually pays the amount on the billing document, because he's indirectly helping to the company to boost the sales. Once he do the sales, for him, he is the responsible. If any agreement level something went wrong, like at sales side, how sales agreement is the legal agreement, like so your payer is the key to go against some file case or something like that against the company. But generally it won't happen. But world has a history, like certain cases companies deceived their customers at the time of sales boosting also. That's okay, we shouldn't think about negative. Okay, let's try to configure the rebates. And next one is like the billing type must be marked as relevant for rebates. And third one is sales organization must be marked as, like certain sales organization, you have a different companies. One like crude oil is there, you have a assume that you are a multinational company. For certain areas you don't require to boost the sales to rebates if the product is on demanded. Certain cases the sales organization itself, it is not required. The sales organization is directly selling to the government customers or some other kind of customers. So it depends on the product. Retail sales organization also, there you are selling like food, and you are selling the consumer goods, and you are selling from retail chain, you are selling different kind of products, SIM cards and everything. Certain cases I need to announce the rebates based on to boost the sales and my competition and everything, whatever I have explained earlier. So certain cases, sales organization, to which sales organization for which sales area, so it is responsible for to apply the rebate. So at the same time, which billing document type uh, is applicable for rebates. Assume that you have a couple of billing document types in standard F2 and ZF2. F2 it might be required to announce the rebates. ZF2 it is not required. So certain cases it depends on the client requirement. You will try to configure rebates, but most of the times in general, if you'd like to apply rebates, your payer function rebate field must be activated, your billing type and sales organization. Let's try to see this on SAP system. So I have just trying to access my SAP system. Let's go to the customer. Let's take an example of one wholesaler and retailer, which are actually eligible for rebates. Let's try to put this one. Okay. So this guy is from wholesale, my sales organization. Let's try to put company code also. If you come here, just go to sales area data, go to billing documents, pick this one. Okay. So your customer is active for your rebates. Okay. Let's tick this and let's try to save this. Okay. You got a 508. The similar way, let's try to, these customers I have already created. So let's try to change this. 1 second. So let's try to check customer sales area. See this, this is my retail channel. So that means this guy is a retailer. Let's go to the same section for retailers. Okay, you can see this, he is a retailer. So in your billing document section, I'm activated. Okay, as per our slide, customer payer function should be activated. Now you got a doubt whether he's a payer or not. So he's the sold to, ship to, and payer also him. Certain times if the payer is different, then you open the payer. For payer, it need to be activated. This is how your system identifies the first setting. Okay. Now let's go back to slide. So if you see here, your billing document type must be activated. So what are the billing documents we have? Let's try to understand this. Okay. So let's try to understand this. Go to the transaction VOFA. So this is for your billing document types. So let's check rebate correction. Okay. So this is one of the documents. See, it is relevant for rebate. It should be ticked. And let's try to understand another document type like B3. This is for partial. We are going to discuss all these things. It is relevant for rebates. Let's try to understand. So this is also relevant for rebates. So this tick should be activated for which billing document you would like to apply. The similar way, you go to B2. Okay, we went, let's try to enter B4. Okay, manual accruals. So these are the B1, B2, B3, B4. These are the 4 document types we should have to remember. Let's try to access the screen. I'll just make a note it down. So when the time comes, sorry, I'm just trying to explain all these things. So my document types are like whatever the documents I identified for activating B1, B2, B3, and B4. In the similar way, there is something called your what I would say your customers. One is 508 and 509. This is your wholesaler. This is your retailer. Pair functions need to be activated. Okay, you can make this one as first or second in your order. That's not an issue. So this is for second for your billing document types, and third is for your sales org. Okay, let's try to get into this. Let's go to the SAP now quickly. So now let's go to the SPRO. So these settings needs to be activated, otherwise your system will not allow you to create a rebate. So it will say that it is not relevant for rebate. That also you can unmark the check, and you can try to understand this. Let's go to the sales organization. Now go to the sales organization. So here, if you go here, so go to UN UK. Let's try to understand this rebate procedure active. This should be ticked actually. So I'm just ticking now, like how we have activated in customer master. So these are the 3 key important settings need to be activated. So apart from this, we have to follow the condition technique for your rebate pricing. And apart from that, we'll try to create rebate agreements. How we are going to do remaining settings in the following session. Thanks for joining the session. Please don't forget to continue the next session. It's very important. Thank you.